Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Inks and Pixel. So this channel is about my honest thoughts that I'll give on the books that I read, on some of the content that I consume, some of the art form that I consume, and my review, and I'll share whatever I find useful in them. And so yeah, so this is my first video. So what is this video about? Video is about a book that I completed yesterday, and this book is A House for Mr. Biswas by V.S. Naipaul. V.S. Naipaul is an Indian Trinidadian writer. He is a Nobel Prize winner in literature. He is of Indian origin, but he was born in Trinidad, and that is where the book is set. So what is this book about? This book is about the quest of a man to find a home of his own, to build a home, to purchase a home, and the journey that a person goes through to acquire that all of his life that he lives, to come to a point where he can buy a house. So this book is set in Trinidad, and most of the book's character are Indian. The main character, Mr. Mohan Biswas. Now, one of the unique things about the protagonist is he is referred to as his last name only. Throughout most of the book, he is referred to as Mr. Biswas. Even as he was a child, he is referred to as Mr. Biswas, even though his full name is Mohan Biswas. So I'm gonna tell what I liked about this book. I liked this book because I think it gets at the truth of human condition. Some of the best art forms that I have consumed, that I have read, that I have seen, that I have watched, are those art forms which try to get at the truth of human suffering, at the truth of human joys, at the truth of human life, of human condition, all the thoughts that we feel. So I think it is his truth. He doesn't sugarcoat it, and his writing is really good. Most of his characters are Indian, so the English, even though he's written this entire thing is in English, but it's an Indian English. You can see it in the way he's written, the characters speak. So most of the characters are of Indian origin that are set in Trinidad. There are a few characters who are not Indian, but most of the characters are Indian. So it does give you all of the emotions that you feel throughout your life, or the dread you feel, the anxieties, the joys, the rage, the hatred, love that you feel for people around you, and the circumstances that you're in, the rage against existence, sometimes that you feel, the rage against how we are, how we live. So it is his journey from the time he's born till he dies. And one of the things when I finished the book that I was researching for was, how did this idea come to him? So this idea that Mr. V.S. Naipaul got was of a man who's dying, and he has a bunch of the collection of the things that he has accumulated over a lifetime, and he thinks about all the stories associated with them. So as you know, especially if you are working, if you have purchased something with your own money, and even if you're not, you still have things on your own. For example, you might have a PS5 gaming, you might have a bed, you might have a mirror, you might have a dressing table, a stove or something, and there are memories associated with that, how you acquired that, where did it come from, whom you bought it for, the things it was used for, the things where it was shifted, then all the places it was put in. So it's just not those things. These are memories. These are memories accumulated across a lifetime. So that's how this idea came about him. But the as he says, he himself says, this was a magical time in his life where the kind of this writing magic happened. He just set about writing in his flat. I think he wrote it in London. He was at the time living in London. He wrote this, but this book is really funny. It has really good wit. Some of the things are really funny, even though they are dark. Now there is one controversy that I want to address. So, so there are some details about the personal life of the writer V.S. Naipaul. His behavior towards women in his life was not good. I don't condone that. I think the art and the artist should be separated. I would not never hero worship anyone or put anyone on a pedestal or defend their views, all of their views, if I like their work. So I think art and artist should be separated. If it tomorrow it happens that there's some finding that let's say Dostoevsky or Charles Dickens did some horrible things, I would still say that the things that they wrote, they still holds ground. And why? Because there are truths in there. There are things about human condition, about society that we live in, about everything that are still valid. So I don't condone any of the things he did in his personal life. I think that those things as a society we shouldn't condone, especially if it's violence against the weak. But yeah, so that was that. Then this book. There are a lot of funny and witty things in this book. I'll talk about it in future videos as well. So there's one term, insurance burn, which I quite found really funny, and it's like Indian version of it. So it's called insurance burn. Insurance burn. So when you burn a shop or a business which is no longer you want to pursue, and just burn it and you take out the money. So things like that. There are some really funny excerpts in it, and there are some things which makes you uncomfortable. So for example, there are things in the book where there are beatings. There's violence against children and women in this book, and even against, like, of course, but those things do happen, right? So if a writer is getting at the truth, he has to mention those things. And I think you might say that even though those are conjecture, I don't really believe it, but that there's some shades of his personal life coming in this book. So this book is also semi autobiographical, that he has mentioned himself. So obviously it's not fully autobiographical, but it's semi autobiographical. He has taken things from his life, as you can see, because this is based in Trinidad. He lived in Trinidad. So he lived in a society, and he was a person of his time as well. But there is there are truths in this book. There are feelings that you feel when you read this book. So there, one of the themes that is across this book is about money, and how we, especially if you don't have much of it, you always feel you're on the edge, and this is felt by the characters as well, and the main character and his quest to always to build enough for to buy a house. He lives with his so by the time he's born, he goes through different profession. He's a sign writer, he's a laborer slash manager, overseer, estate overseer, he's a journalist, he is a shopkeeper, and he is a community development officer. He works a government job for some time, and then he goes back to being a reporter. So you feel all those things. You feel you're with him across all those jobs, his relations with his wife, his children, his extended family, the family of his wife, One of the funny things in this book is that he calls his brothers-in-law, that he has two brother-in-laws, and he calls them gods. There's like the status of their status in the house was like that of gods. So he's very sarcastic. His writing is really witty, and I would really recommend you read this book. The only thing I didn't like, even though it's not that I didn't like, but I felt that it was a little bit hurried. I didn't find the closure of some of the characters was the ending of it, that it was slightly rushed. It was more realistic. There was less fiction in there, and more. I think it was. It happened really quickly. I thought some of the closure didn't happen, but as an art form, I really liked this book. And if you would like more videos on this book, I would read some of the passages that I really liked, or if you're a student, or if you want to make if you want me to make a video about a summary in Hindi, I can speak in Hindi as well, so I can make a video in Hindi about this book. Do let me know. Also, please, if you liked what this video, then please like the video, subscribe the channel, share this with other people, and I'll see you in next video. Thank you.